So let me tell you a story of a house with a soul. So I met Dan Jensen, the owner of this College Street house, 4 years ago in 2021, when my family and I were actually looking to buy a house. We were looking to move to Newburgh and come buy a house. And I met him right there on the porch when I knocked on his door and said, "Hey Dan, I'd love to buy your house." So we had a great talk. He was a great guy, and at the end he said, "You know, John, thanks for not being a quack." I said, "Absolutely, Dan." Well, Dan passed this summer at the car show. And for those that knew Dan, there were two things that he loved. He loved cars and he loved organs. And he became a fixture in this neighborhood with right outside, he had I don't know if it's a Cadillac or an Impala or some beautiful car with horns on it. And whenever I went to church at our Newburgh Friends Church, that Impala with the horns on it was always outside, moving around, doing something, and he was always out there tinkering with them. So after he passed, we had the estate sale and had open houses, and a bunch of people came through, and they all had their stories of Dan Jensen and his life in this house. And there's been three other owners. The first doctor in Newburgh was in this house. There's another family, and then Dan Jensen. His story in this beautiful early 18 and early 1900s house becomes part of the history of Newburgh. It becomes part of the history of College Street, and it just becomes embedded in the threads of this community. And somebody's going to buy this house and they're going to restore it to amazing original glory. And as the realtor, one condition I've had for everybody that looks through it. So here's the deal. If you buy the house in 2 years, I want you to have an open house and show the entire neighborhood what this beautiful house has been restored to. And that, my friends, is the story of a house that's got a soul.